Hey everybody, I have a little encouragement for you on marriage that I heard from a mentor of mine this week, and I wanted to share it with you here on this channel. We've had the honor of twice this month to be asked to speak on marriage and family, and so we've been doing a lot of verbal processing on the topic around how we're structuring our family, how we're raising our kids and our marriage and things like that. And as we've been talking through this, I've had coffee or lunch with some different friends and guys that I really respect their walk with the Lord, and I really respect their marriage and family, and I've been asking them different questions as well. And in that process, I got this little nugget from a mentor of mine, and I wanted to share it with you. He shared the story of when he was younger. He and his wife had another close couple that they were friends with, and one day the ladies stayed back and the guys went to the store. And when they were at the store, his friend, as a young lady was passing down the aisle, his eyes lingered and almost like a flirtatious look as she passed by. It was so obvious or egregious that he felt the need to be like, hey, like, what's going on? I thought you guys had a good relationship going on there. And his friend said, well, the grass is always greener on the other side. And my mentor responded with, that's only true if you don't fertilize your own lawn. And that little nugget stuck with me because it really resonated with the truth of what I've experienced in our relationship over the last 10 years. And it's not something that I think I was even trying to be intentional about necessarily, but just constantly affirming Chelsea, telling her how often, how pretty she is, or, I definitely, if you ask my kids, I call my wife pretty and beautiful, like, a lot. But there's in other ways too, just trying to recognize times where she is just being an awesome wife, or going out of her way to pray for someone, or just a great job that she's doing with our kids in homeschool, and just pointing that out to her as a way to encourage. And I think that as I've reflected on it, not only does that obviously build her up and make her feel appreciated in things, but it also just sows in my heart, and just a reminder to myself as I'm speaking it out loud, how blessed I am to have her and how great of a wife she is. And I can just honestly say there's at no point do I have any desire or imagination or anything about other women. There's just not a desire there. And I think a big part of that is because of the fact that obviously just trying to walk closely with the Lord and be obedient to the Holy Spirit, but also just being intentional about or just consistent about speaking all positive things over my wife. And as I've been thinking about that side of things, there's an area of this too that I could definitely do a much better job in, and that's on the opposite side of pointing out certain flaws or things that might not be going exactly how I want them to go. An easy example, and one that's applicable for this week too, shocker, believe it or not, a stay-at-home mom with 5 kids who homeschools might not get the laundry done every single day. And for me to point that out it's really not beneficial. And if anything, it may, even if I'm saying it like which I'm not always saying it this way, but if I do say it in an innocent, almost joking way, or tongue-in-cheek, or almost a throwaway comment, just like, oh wow, there's a lot of laundry in there, that could be sowing discouragement in her heart, especially if she's having a rough day already. She might be hearing that as like, Chad's disappointed in me, or I'm failing in this aspect of our relationship, or my role in the household, when even if that's not my intent, those seeds could be sowed in that moment, which is not going to be fertilizing my lawn in any way. So just a reminder for me in some of those instances where I might say something, to just keep my mouth shut, keep that thought to myself, and instead just try to help. We're one flesh, we're a team together. She supports me and I support her. So in that moment, in this laundry example, just keep my mouth shut and do the laundry for her, for us, really. So just want to share that with you. We need to be fertilizing our own lawns, and yeah, that was just an encouraging nugget for me, and I hope you benefit from it as well. God bless.